Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Chiefs are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Cowboys offensive line that wants to shut that down.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. In motion left comes Bryant. Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Dallas. 68 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talked about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. There's some space here. And now running right through it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play here for the Cowboys. 52 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Third and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here we go now.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll run it here with Hunt. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 7-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 33. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Prescott now. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second down following the incompletion. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And that one, all Packers right now. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now here comes Kansas City. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
All right, here we go.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 57 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he fires one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Freeman again, a first down carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Then he'll send the tight end in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down throw for Prescott. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And again this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy. Down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Watkins alone on the left side. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Finding room to the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A handoff as they run the counter play. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2-by-2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 32-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott being chased out left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.